I would like to request Professor Dr. Taufiquar Khan, an honorable advisor of Bangladesh Association Clemson, to say a few words for us. Professor Khan.
Thank you. শুভ সন্ধ্যা স্বাগতম BanglaRongo 2017 welcome everybody and I hope you're having a good day today. Everybody's okay? All right, so welcome to this to BanglaRongo 2017 event. We are really excited that you're here. Our distinguished guests from Clemson campus, students, staff, faculty, and also you'd be surprised to know that today we are playing, Clemson is playing in Louisville, Kentucky, right? And we have a guest from Louisville, Kentucky. Would you please stand up? Let's give him a round of applause. So thank you for coming. It's probably 6.5 more time. We appreciate that. We also have guests that came from Greenville and the upstate area, and we also have sometimes guests from Tennessee, even from Atlanta. So we really welcome everybody who has taken their time to come here to celebrate the evening with us. As the as a faculty member at Clemson and being involved with the organization for a while, I will try to be very short, but this organization is very close to me, so I might just be long-ended, so somebody needs to stop me if I have too many slides. But I would like to present and give you a little bit of a background about the organization, because I do know that we have some guests that might not be familiar with the organization. So that's what I'm going to do first. So can we get to the next slide, please? So here's a curve. By the way, I'm from mathematical science, and I'm a professor at Clemson. I have to, if I give a presentation, I have to have a curve. If I don't have a graph, then I cannot really do my job, right? So this is the curve. If you look at it, these are the student enrollment. We started off somewhere like 2 students. And I came here, by the way, in 2000, so I only have the data from 2000, but we have that other alumni that also came from Clemson. I think the chair of the mechanical engineering at USC is also from a graduate of Clemson. So I don't know that data. So I'm just starting from 2002. And if you look at it, there's a big trend. And if you look at the curve where there's a real transition is where this organization started. So that's 2014, right? So 2012, thank you. 2011, 2012, it started, and you can see that things just took off. So that's a credit to the organization. And you can see that now it's sort of going to saturation, but hopefully things will start increasing, or things are going to get hopefully much more improved as we progress through the organization. So you see that we have very few students, and I think we are making great impact even with the small number of students that we have. Let me get to the next slide. So just to give you an idea, the organization has been around for about 4 or 5 years, and the organization officially has held about 10 events, on the average 2 events per year that are official, which means that this BanglaRongo is a cultural event, also the International Mother Language Day. And I know some of you have attended with loyalty for all these programs, and we thank you for coming repeatedly. And without your help, we could not make it a success. We also have International Food Festival, and our stall is really, to be honest, is really one of those special stalls that people come from Greenville or nearby upstate just to have the taste of the food, and I think that our students and staff and faculty does a great job with that. So we really appreciate you supporting us. Also, there's some really interesting facts. The students also do a cricket match with USC at a small scale. So they have also other events. So if you look at those, there's more than about a dozen events over the 5 years, and also 2 events per year. And we also do picnics, and also there's celebration for various festivals that come up. Durga Puja and Idul Fitr, those are big, those are big events that we celebrate also. Can you go to the next slide, please? So these are, when you have an organization, you need leadership. And there are people in the audience who are probably founding member of the organization. And in fact, could you please stand up? I would like to recognize Sunny. You're here, right? Sunny, could you stand up? Mijan? Oh, sorry, he's outside, okay. He's working. Mijan. And we have Lopa, Tanjina Afrin, and who else do we have? We have Ariful Haq. Arif? He's working outside. So they're really working hard. But they're the one who gets things started, and I think I may have forgotten some people, but those are the previous organizations that sort of founding organizations. So let's give them a round of applause. And next, I would like to acknowledge the current committee that made this event, organized this event and make it through this year, which is President Sheikh Modi. Could you please stand up if I call your name? Mahmoud, Mahfouz, Farhan, Sakawat. He's not here. I'm sorry, Sakawat graduated. He's not here. And Tovida. So let's give them an round of applause. I will introduce the next committee very soon. So this next slide. So just to give you an idea, that I thought that since we have a 5-year history, so it's probably good to talk a little bit about the alumni, because we even have some new students that are part of the organization or they're coming in. They might not really know the network that exists and they could take advantage of. So I wanted to mention that quickly. So if you look at, again, I'm not a statistician, but I do have stat colleagues, so I have to say something about statistics, right? So that's another reason I wanted to have this slide, which means we have about 30 alumni that graduated from Clemson that are from this organization or previous to the organization. And we have about 34%, I have it backward. I'm sorry, there's an error in the slide. It's 66 male and 34 female. And I looked at the university is almost 48, 52, 48 women and 52 male overall. But realize that most of the folks that come here from that part of the world are probably doing STEM. So that's probably the reason for the gap. So we really could do much better, and we hope to do better recruiting so that we can have more diversity within our group, so we can attract more women to Clemson. And if you look at the highest degree they pursued here, some of them they pursued masters and they went on to PhD in the same institution. But if you look at the distribution, it's very good. We have a very good success rate of PhD. We have 45% of our students have received PhD and finished on and went to other jobs. And we have about 55% of the students have finished the master's degree. So it's almost 100% they have done. Their completion rate is almost 100%, unless there was a family issue or they had to change institution or something like that. So they've done very good. And in terms of the current position, I would say it's 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. 1/3 went to become a researcher, went to become a professor at other institution, or postdoc, or a researcher. And we have 1/3 that went to industry positions, engineering jobs and other places like that. And we have also 1/3, which is the master's students that have gone on to PhD at other institutions. And I just wanted to, can you go to the next slide? I just want to quickly go through the slide just to let you know that some of our alumni has done very well. I mean, they have gone to the Bay Area. If you look at the map, we have alumni in Texas, California, we have even Canada, and we have even various continents. We have alumni that went to Australia, that went to, went back to Bangladesh, or even Middle East. So if you could pass through the slides quickly. And we also have some alumni that stayed at Clemson, including my wife, Farzana. So. But if you look at the others, I mean, there are people that have gone to faculty jobs and so on. So I just wanted to tell the diversity. We have people that are doing really well in terms of the job market and so on. So could you please go? And we have students that have passed through and gone to a different PhD program. So could you please, next slide. Okay, so here is, now I would like to introduce the new committee from this year. So could you please stand when I call your name? Our new president is going to be Abdullah Mahmoud. There you are. The general secretary is going to be Farhan bin Tariq. We have treasurer is going to be Mahfouzul Islam, MD Mahfouzul Islam. We have Roxana Mahmoud Roxy, she's going to be she's going to be Secretary of External Affairs. And we have MD Jadid Khan, he's the Secretary of Sports. If we have a game, you will see that coming up. And we have also Saiful Islam Tamir is the Public Relations Officer. So let's again thank this new committee for congratulations, everyone, and forming this new committee. We really appreciate your service. And what I would like to do, this is my last slide, I promise. In this slide, I would like to just make a comment that I would like to make this as a challenge to the previous committee that just sort of organized this event and making this year possible, and also the next committee that's going to be 2017, 2018, to work together. And make sure, I give you as a challenge, please take the organization from software BAC 1.0 to BAC 2.0. How's that? That's my challenge to you. And I believe we have done a great job. The previous committee has done a great job. The founding committee has done a wonderful job to establish that. But I think it would be really wonderful to make a transition. And I think some of the things that we're going to take on, the committee we have talked about with the committee already, they're going to look at the Constitution, revise that because it's been about 5 years old. We're going to look at the election procedures and few of the more formal things, like for example, we should have more record keeping and make improvements to this program. And I don't mean that as a criticism at all. I really mean that this is really time for having BAC 2.0. You guys have done a fantastic job. We are ready for this, and I think we can do great things. And also, in terms of fundraising, we all have a goal, because sometimes the university